Welcome to episode 3 of Craig and Drew Build a Vintage Racing Sidecar. I'm Drew from Hellbenders Racing Team.
And I'm Craig from RDH Garage.
That went pretty good. In fairness, in all honesty and full disclosure, we did this last time and the footage just didn't come out. It went really fast and had no sound. So this is actually our second go at this. So what do we got going for today?
So we're going to pull the cylinders and heads and take a look at the rings and pistons, and also, if we have time, we'll get to the front cover, timing cover.
Okay.
And look at the gaskets and seals and such.
Any anticipated problems?
Not at all.
Okay. $516. No, that's 51.6. Yeah, that's a little different.
You just don't want to go over 300 with aluminum. That's what that guy was talking. Don was talking about, the sticks. Using the sticks, the crayons.
Boy, those guys love to come up with complicated ways to do things like that.
I guess it works. He said 24.
Heat sensitive crayons. Put a crayon on there. I mean, cool. It'd be kind of a cool thing, but we're about 90.
I'm trying to heat the nut more than the spigot. With an oxyacetylene torch, you can get it hot fast, and the spigot will still stay cold. But I don't have an oxyacetylene torch, so this is what we're doing.
We don't seem to be breaking that mark. You want to just try it? The truth is, let's just cut it. I've got to make a handmade exhaust.
Yeah.
And I'll probably will use nuts just to have like a drill hole in the nut and then get it over to the, like a tab on the handmade exhaust. But I don't even know that I'm going to need a nut. Technically, I guess I could drill a hole in the fin. I don't really want to do that though. That doesn't seem like a good idea now that I say it.
Probably not. These haven't broken because all my original ones broke. They were thinner. So the heavy duty ones seem to hold up a little bit better. Let's split it. It worked. Look at that. The threads are good. We're good. I didn't split the whole way through. Might be able to reuse it. Oh, all right. Cool. There we go. Okay. What do you want to do with this?
I don't know.
Because it's better to do it with the head on. Let's see how the entire stud is turning in. Now we know the stud is crooked because look at it. It's going up in the air. Have you ever used that technique?
The double nut?
Yeah.
I have, and I've never been successful, but it's probably because I wasn't using a lock washer between the two. That's really clever.
Sometimes they both spin one.
Yeah, that's what usually happens to me.
I thought of that actually just the other day.
Handy tip, if you buy it from shop BMW, Max BMW, they send you free M&Ms.
Yeah, and it's free shipping.
And it's free shipping. Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Somehow, if you have some boxes or something to mark, like this is the, this is the front left side, and this is the back left side, put them in a box so you know how everything goes back on.
Okay.
That's really, and we have the push rods and everything we'll keep on the same side. We're going to pull these rocker arms. So you don't want the rockers to separate because there's little roller bearings in here. So I'm holding it together here so it doesn't separate. I'm going to zip tie through the two holes. Just send a zip tie the whole way around and then catch it on the other side. That's not going to help. You have to hold these two together. You do this. so it holds it down like this. All right, second one. Do the same thing. And then the push rods come out, keep them the same, so we know it goes in like this. So, great.
I think we're gonna find a mouse house.
We could, yeah, there's some stuff down in there.
Yeah.
There you go, there's your heads. Pretty good to me. I mean, if you want to clean those piston heads off, it's up to you. So here's the head gasket. What's going on with this thing? Oh, I pulled the head off when I'm balanced.
All right.
Well, we need to strap this down a little better. Okay, so the next step is to pull the cylinder out far enough where the piston goes to the base, but the rings do not go past the base. So we can find the gudgeon pin clip that we have to pull off and pull the piston off and leave the connecting rod in. I don't know what's really holding it on yet. Be caught on the frame, but that's rubber. So this push rod seal was so hard on the bottom, it was catching on the frame as we were pulling the cylinder off. So I had to move it in enough to get it out of the way, and then the cylinder came off. See if I can get under this. There it goes. All right, so it's pretty easy to take off. They're a little more difficult to put back on. And I have a tool to do this, to push this pin through, but if you can push it through with your fingers, then we're good. Nope, I need the tool. So some people use a drift to push it, but that's kind of putting pressure on the connecting rod and everything, so I bought a special tool from Boxer 2 Valve. So here's the handy dandy gudgeon pin puller. It's reverse threaded. You have to choose the correct adapter for the pin, so it has to fit inside the piston and not too big, because we're going to be pulling this gudgeon pin through. So I'm going to stick this in here, stick the adapter on, insert the adapter, and this kind of fits right around the piston. And screw this end on. I'm going to tighten it up here and make sure it's on the piston nice.
So that's actually pulling the pin into the handle there?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's pulling it in this way. With this engine, you probably need this because it's pretty new. It's pretty tight, I'm sure.
So then to put it in, do you just go the opposite way?
Yeah, there it's coming out. I think it is. Okay, so there we have it all together. I'm going to get a look at that. So I'm going to pull the piston out, and then we just want to make sure. Some people put tie straps underneath, but yeah, rag, it's fine. So it doesn't bang on this thing and hurt the aluminum. Okay, there we go. All right. I don't know if you want to do your cleaning routine and clean up the stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So clean up the gasket surface and all that. You can do that if you want. It doesn't even have a gasket on it.
I don't see one. It's got these 4 little rings.
You got the O-ring version.
I have O-rings in that kit, so it's all good.
While you're in here, you want to check the cam followers just to see if anybody pitting on them or anything. Boxer 2 Valve says don't use a magnet because you don't want to magnetize those things. There we go. I got it. Look at that. So you want to, what you want to look for is any pitting on here. There's nothing there. I know. I'm not going to look at the other ones. So they follow the cam, and that pushes the push rods. That's all. Cam follower. And if all else fails, you can watch this video. Let's see the orientation. Oh, here we go. We're going to go up this side. Left side. Here, this one's in the center, right. You got the washer?
I taped the washer under the tape.
Heat and tap. Hopefully it'll come off. Just have to make it appearance. Right here is where you want to do it. That's where it's. $90, $100.
There you go. Oh, that's working good.
Hey, look at that.
Nice. Oh, we're leaking. We're leaking oil. That is ugly oil.
That was good. That's good. We got the other one, the smaller one. Did you have that one handy?
Yes, I did not take it out of the bag.
This one might be easier to go from the other side. I have to drive it down till it's on the other side of the surface.
So we didn't want the American. Of course, it was American socket that caused us the problem. Got stuck before. Never use American on a European bike. All right, how'd it go? You think?
It went extremely well. We only had that one issue where the push rod seal was catching on the frame because it was so hard it wouldn't pull past the frame. You're going to have to evaluate the piston rings later.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the piston rings and the cylinder, because that kind of looked like they got stuck at one point.
It was a little rusted inside.
Yeah. So, all right.
It's all good.
Sounds good. Good day.